This is Irrational Thoughts of an Irrational Man. I'm your host, Richard Smith. Who's ready to pick my brain? Today, I want to talk about fears in life. Fear is an emotion that is based upon a thought that doesn't even exist and might not ever exist. I mean, the mere fact that someone is scared of something, to me, is almost a state of psychosis. In my mind, fear might not ever exist. You're scared of something that hasn't even happened. You're scared of something that might not ever happen. You're almost manifesting it into your life and expecting the outcome, to be failure or whatever the case may be in your scenario. The biggest thing is how are you wired? When thinking about life, does it excite you or do you have fear? Are you scared of it, timid, scared to take chances, scared to put your thoughts out there, scared of success, feel guilty about success? You're scared of failure. You're scared of success because you might not be able to handle it. Those fears can really conquer all. And the fact of the matter is, everything you ever wanted is right on the other side of fear. Everything. Is it really hard to believe that 95% of people are scared of themselves and that's what holds them back? You can't get in your own way. You have to have a perception of self-value. People mistake that with being cocky or arrogant. You have to know your value. People undershoot themselves constantly. And I really would call that shooting yourself in the foot, because why have you worked as hard as you have your entire life to settle? One of my sayings that I love is, I didn't get this far to just get this far. I am a pusher, a grinder. I am relentless, creative, and innovative. And that's what you have to be in life to stay ahead. You have to be a trendsetter. The world changes every minute. You have to change with it. Life is a choice on whether or not you want to take your own path or take the path that has been beaten and so worn down that it is falling apart. It all comes down to choices. Look, happiness is a choice. Okay? Happiness is a choice. You can wake up every morning and you can be upset. Or you can wake up every morning and choose to be happy and thankful. Being thankful and grateful is the key to happiness. Okay? And then when you have happiness and you're thankful, that opens up choices and opportunities. And in return, brings freedom to your soul, to your mind, your life. The chain of events that happen when you decide that happiness is a choice and fear is something that doesn't exist, you have really won 90% of the battle. Because trust me, even when it comes to business, I'd rather deal with somebody who's happy every day, who enjoys doing what they do because they've found what they love, that loves being alive every day and is relentless about possibilities, opportunities, and even learning, growing, setting new standards for yourself every single day, being the best version of yourself every single day. I say this a lot in my motivational videos, and I really think it drives home the point. No one will ever be as good at being you as you. And say that again. No one will ever be as good at being you as you. There's no such thing as the best copycat in the world. It doesn't exist. You can't make your mark by being a copycat. You got to be original. Put your thoughts out there. The best way to stay young is to be creative. Be creative. It keeps you youthful. It keeps your mind brilliant. You're exercising your thoughts, your emotions, your fears. You've found a way to balance all of that. And then when you do that, when you know yourself, that's when you turn around and you give back. You give back to the person. You reach back to the person behind you. You know, is it really crazy to think that your thoughts control what happens around you? 100%. It's like a video game. Like picture yourself in Grand Theft Auto in third person, and you're looking down over your life. You have all these options that you can go do, like all of these goals and different things. Like that's your life. Like look, you got to turn the light bulb on and realize that it's no different. There's opportunities all around you, and you got to take them. If there's an opportunity, take it. If it changes your life, let it. It's up to you. No one said it was going to be easy. All they said is it was going to be amazing when you're done. But you got to put in the work. It's not up to anybody but you. Think about this. If you're sitting at home on a Friday or Saturday night by yourself and you're bored and you're not sure what to do, what do? You call up a friend and you two devise a plan and you go out and you have fun. That absolutely is no different with life. You controlled the events around you. You found a solution. You targeted the solution. And you followed through. That is the same and true with everything else in life. Anything. It takes action. Just get up and take the first step. And then it takes commitment. But also, the most important key of all is it takes follow-up. It takes follow-up. You got to follow it up. You got to keep working and keep grinding. So, if you're controlling situations in your life, it's called manifesting. It's one of the most key factors in life. It's great to hone in on that skill and have a pulse on that. I mean, it truly, truly is. A lot of people never find that in themselves. So, you know, this is really a video or an audio to help you achieve those. But you have to realize that the opportunities are all around you. Your life does not have to be a 9-to-5 hourly rate. Take a chance. Stop being scared. People say it's stepping out of your comfort zone to go chase your dreams, when honestly, it's stepping into your comfort zone. I don't understand a lot of people's perception on things, because how is you doing something that you're comfortable and happy with for the rest of your life stepping out of your comfort zone? That doesn't make sense to me. That sounds like a cop-out. That sounds like an excuse. Well, I tried everything. No, you didn't. You didn't. It's just fear. You let fear take over. Creativity is the key to a long, happy, healthy life. And it's time people understand that and get out there and do it. And don't be a part of the system. Don't be a part of the system. Like, how are you wired? Like, I'm wired differently. I'm a lion. Like, I go out there and I hunt for opportunities. I look, I manifest every single day. I'm grinding. I don't have a lot of friends. When I go out, I'm going out looking for business. I'm that guy in the bar saying, "Hi, I'm Richard Smith." And saying, instead of saying, "Hey, what's up, dude? Like, you want a beer, another shot? Like, well, who'd you sleep with last night?" No, that life for me is done long over a decade ago. I enjoy the balance of life. I enjoy the challenge of balancing my thoughts and my emotions and my fears and the anxieties of life. I enjoy that. I enjoy the challenge. There's a certain reward that you get out of conquering yourself, per se. You have to know yourself. 95% of people walk around this world and know other people better than they know themselves. That's sad. Get to know yourself. Spend some time with yourself. Reflect, self-reflection. But don't think about the bad stuff. That's where the fear comes in. That's where the fear of the rest of your life comes in. You think about success. Think about the things in your life that you have done very well, that you've accomplished. Change your neurology to that. Then you'll understand what bright future that you have. Well, I've accomplished this. I've accomplished all this. But I've gone through all of this too. You know how good that feels? Don't just think about the negative. You got to think about what you accomplished when you were going through that negativity. And then use that for your drive. Challenge yourself every day. If it takes a motivational video to get you going every day, you need to be listening to like 10 of them a day. Get addicted to it. Addiction is such a misconstrued word. Yes, addiction is bad if you use it in the wrong way. But if you're addicted to success, bettering yourself, if you're addicted to giving back, being a nurturer, a lover, a humanitarian, if that's your addiction, you have won life. You've won. Passion. You just got to be passionate about changing. You have to be passionate about the fact that fear is just a thought, a mere thought that will never happen if you do not allow it to happen. Don't manifest it. There's a lot of great tools out there to help you mentally prepare yourself to take the journey that you were born for. That itch that you have in your heart when you think about your dream, when you think about what you want to do in life, and that itch, that thing that you want, that you know you already have, that literally is an indication of letting you know that it's yours. You just have to go get it. But the only way to get it is to chase your soul's desire. I always say working for somebody else is chasing somebody else's dream. Now, granted, not everybody thinks like me. And that's something that I understand. And I'm open-minded to that. You know, this is one of these podcasts, this one in particular, this is to plant seeds. You know, I'm not saying do this. I'm not saying this is how life is. Like, I didn't write the book of life. You didn't write the book of life. I don't know who wrote it. Does it even exist? I mean, most would say the Bible. Now, I don't want to touch base on religion, but I do want to say one thing. The Bible's outdated. So where do we go when we close the last page of the Bible? Where do we go from there? Does it start turning into self-belief, spirituality in yourself, being thankful? Well, I'll tell you what, your soul loves it when you're thankful. When you're thankful and you're grateful every day, and you thank God or you thank whoever it is that you think is your creator, or whoever is your creator, just the feeling that you get from being thankful and grateful can change your life. It's a thought process. It's a neurology. I really think the goal in life is to align your soul with your mind and then keep everything in balance. The whole world works in balance. It's just like you work in balance too. If everything is broken down to its simplest form as energy, and this whole world, including the world, everything broken down to its simplest form is energy. The world works in balance. The solar system is on axis, which makes it perfect balance. It's perfect. Why would you think that you're any different? You have to find your balance. When you find your balance, you find peace, you find happiness, you find love, understanding, clarity, fulfillment, wealth, health, desire. You get all of that, all of those feelings. The feelings that you felt when you were a little kid that you no longer feel, those come back. Stop being scared of life. Life is wonderful. You just have to embrace it. Fear is seriously an overrated tool for self-destruction, created by your mind and a process of thought that literally you're admitting defeat. You're admitting defeat by having fear. Why? Why would you admit defeat? In anything in life, questioning yourself is admitting defeat. Don't question yourself. Be a boss. Be a king. Be a champion. There should be nothing that you can't do. If you don't know it, learn it. You have this thing called a cell phone in the palm of your hands. If you don't know, pick it up and learn. It's easy. That's honestly, 5% of the reason why I am where I am today. The other 95% was my dedication and my drive and my persistency. The lack of fear. I broadcast. I do motivational videos. I have published a book. That all takes a certain type of person. You're wired differently. You don't care somebody else's opinion of you. As long as you have a good outlook on life and you live the way you talk, you should voice your opinion, philosophy at that point, to others and not be scared of it. Don't be scared. You post stuff on Facebook. You're not scared of people's reaction, even when you're mad. I've seen posts on Facebook and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to kill this little beep because you want to talk about me and my family, this, that, and the other. I'll tell you what, beep, I'll be over at your house in like 35 minutes. Anybody try to stop me, I'm going to bring like 15 mother beepers and we're going to take care of this. So you can post things like that, but you can't change your thought process and turn around and post things and broadcast about life-changing events, life-altering events. When I say life-changing, life-altering, I mean bettering yourself. You can have anything in this world. Good. Keep that in mind. Anything good in this world you can have. Can't be scared. Don't get in your own way. Don't get in your own way. Fear is an illusion, just like limits. I don't really know how to close this broadcast today on my irrational thoughts of a rational man or rational thoughts of an irrational man. Honestly, however you want to say it is how it's meant. I think it works both ways. But I hope you enjoyed this. This is really just picking my brain and putting it out there for any viewers, anybody who's interested. But I hope you join me next time. I probably do one a week. I'm also, on the Richard Smith Show, Kansas City Chiefs broadcast. I'm on YouTube, Richard A. Smith. I'm on Facebook, Ricky Fly Solo. I am everywhere. iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, any platform that you could think of. Find me, look me up. This has been a syndicate and publication of Richard Smith, just picking my brain, irrational thoughts, rational thoughts of an irrational, rational man.